Gising sa umaga, ngiti ko'y masaya. Narinig sa radyo, boses ng katropa mo. Iba't ibang uri ng kwento, mapapakinggan dito. Sa Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao, pati sa buong mundo. Makinig na sa katropa, dito di ka mag-iisa. Makisaya, makibalita, makiawit sa musika. Sabay-sabay at sama-sama, tungo sa pagkakaisa. The best at bida ka dito, sa Katropa Radio. Iba tayo.
Ito ang DWWD 1134 kHz. Balita, impormasyon at musika. AM at FM pinagsama. Ito ang Katropa Radio. Iba tayo.
Kayo ay nakatutok sa 1134 kHz. DWDD Katropa Radio. Iba tayo. Kami po ay kasapi ng KBP, kapisanan ng mga broadcaster ng Pilipinas.
Ito ang DWDD 1134 kHz Katropa Radio. Iba tayo!
Minsa'y isang aklat lang ang iyong dala. Minsa'y wala naman pero papasok pa. Kahit anong mangyari ay tuloy-tuloy ka lang. Basta't kami mayroong natututunan. Minsan ay kay saya ng iyong pagtuturo. Minsa'y nakakatakot pag mainit ang ulo. Ngunit kahit ano pa ang ugali mo, basta't kami tiyak na natututo. O guru ko, o guru ko, ang iyong tungkulin ay di gawang biro. Ngunit ako'y bilib sa'yo, dahil sa'yo buoti ko'y tumatalino. Minsan sa klase mo ako'y nababagot, dahil kay daming sermon ang inaabot. Ngunit nalaman ko kaya pala ganon, ika'y pangalawang magulang ko. O guru ko, o guru ko, ang iyong tungkulin ay di gawang biro. Ngunit ako'y bilib sa'yo, dahil sa'yo kukote ko'y tumatalino. Ang aral mong dulot sa'kin, puhunan ko sa pagdating ng hamon ng bukas, aking mararating. O guru ko, o guru ko, ang iyong tungkulin ay di gawang biro. Ngunit ako'y bilib sa'yo, dahil sa'yo pukote ko'y tumatalino. O guru ko, o guru ko, dahil sa'yo pukote ko'y tumatalino.
Good afternoon to all of our televiewers. Good afternoon to all of our televiewers this afternoon. This is DWWD Katropa Radio, and you are listening to the Voice of the Teachers. Sitting in for Dr. Ray Samson, this is your host, Bobby Anchet, and with me are your indefatigable co-hosts. Eto si Master Trainer Gerald Galang.
Yes, a blessed afternoon, fellow educators. Welcome to Voice of the Teachers, the weekly show that aims to inform, inspire, and empower our fellow educators, both in the formal, non-formal, and informal sectors. Ako, katropang baba, na proud ako sa mga guests natin ngayon.
That's true. We are indeed in the presence of greatness.
Yes, greatness talaga, no?
Greatness.
Ito yung mga tunay na lodi ng mga guru natin, di ba?
We also have with us very, very bubbly teacher na si Teacher Jen.
Yes, good afternoon po mga teachers, Teacher Gerald, Bobby, Rizal at sa lahat po.
Now, this time around, we would also like to greet another member of our team who is going to be launching his
own
first
segment,
episode, his first episode sa kanyang segment, which is teachers' stamps,
Yes.
which means teachers' stamps,
Strategies.
techniques, approaches, methods and methodologies, and P, which can stand for principles, and philosophies.
Yes. And the
Here-
S is
S is styles.
styles of teaching.
Yes, styles of teaching. And here with us is another great personality in the field of education.
Personality talaga. no?
Personality talaga. No less than Dr. Rizal Vidalio.
Hello po sa ating mga tagapakinig at mamaya po ay babalikan natin ang ating mga, tulad ng sinabi nyo, guest natin na talagang mga lodi ng bayan.
Correct.
And ito na po yung ating isa sa pinakahihintay, ang Teacher's Stamp.
Yes. How do you feel? How do you feel this summer on you're launching your own segment this afternoon?
Indeed, it is really a privilege to me because imagine we have the best teachers in the country.
Yes.
At yun
For
naman,
his first episode pa lang yan.
first episode pa lang, and yun naman ang ating layunin dito sa show, ang maipakilala at ma-inspire lalo na ang ating mga kaguruan sa Pilipinas, sa Voice of the Teachers, na ipamalas yung kanilang mga best practices, at mamaya isi-share po natin yan ng ating mga outstanding Filipinos na ipakikilala natin mamaya.
Now, we are really very excited, Trainer Gerald, Katropang Gerald, because for the last 4 years that we have had this show, we focus on the life stories of different teachers.
Yeah.
We talk about some topics na medyo sometimes controversial,
Yeah.
but we did not really have a segment that focused on styles of teaching, methods of teaching, approaches to teaching, principles in education, and so on.
Methodologies.
So we're very, very happy that Dr. Rizal Vidalio accepted the challenge of hosting this segment.
Correct.
Okay, so before we will go to our guests this afternoon, we would like to turn over the mic to Katropang Jet, who's going to be sharing with us DepEd updates and CHED updates.
Yes, thank you very much po mga katropa. So here are our CHED and DepEd updates for this week. So first, the DepEd office in Ilocos Norte has already implemented the no collection policy. So the only projects in which collections will be done are the Boy Scouts of the Philippines, Girl Scouts of the Philippines, Philippine National Red Cross, Anti-TB Fund Drive, Parents Teachers Associations, school publications and membership in student organizations, and others, and these must range from only 50 pesos to 90 pesos per student. And the second one, the Philippine Sports Commission and DepEd will meet in the first week of October so that they would discuss strategies in implementing the grassroots sports program. So the grassroots sports program is meant to develop young athletes from among students of public elementary and secondary schools. And the member organizations, apart from DepEd and PSC, of course, are the DOH, Department of Health, Armed Forces of the Philippines, AFP, and DILG, Department of Interior and Local Government. Dito naman po tayo sa hometown niyo, Teacher Bobby, sa Mindanao. Northern Mindanao Education Divisions, including the Cagayan de Oro Division, they have won accolades for their achievements in promoting literacy. DepEd Bukidnon won first place for its outstanding literacy program, while the Lanao del Norte Division won the Outstanding Local Government Unit Award during the National Literacy Conference and Awards in Baguio City just this week. On the other hand, the Cagayan de Oro Division won its second Education and Governance for Local Government Award recently, given by the award-giving body of the same name, which is the Education and Governance for Local Government Award. Last but not the least, Flora Apayao has won the Coffee Table Book Award, which was given by the Literacy Coordinating Council of DepEd due to its long-running program called Panangus Usi, which is ISNEG for Change, and this is meant to help children at risk, minority children, and other children who need intervention, such as out-of-school youth, to become literate and entrepreneurial. So it was conceptualized by Mayor Rodolfo Juan 4 years ago, 2014, and it is still being implemented. So it has helped many children. So, itong mga update na po na ito ay ipopost namin sa page at huwag po kayo mag-atubiling mag-share at mag-like parang lahat ng mga teacher ay maging maalam.
Nako, thank you, Teacher Katropa Jet.
Thank you. Ay, katropang Bobby, meron pa pala, pinaabot kahapon, si Teacher Jamer sa
Yes.
GFE
Ay, oo.
Teacher Training. Siya nga po pala, congratulations po muli sa GFE sa kanilang matagumpay na Values Enhancement Seminar at sa ating winner na si Miss Malu Peliasar Alquiros sa kanyang pagdalo. Maraming salamat po muli sa mga, gaya ni Teacher Jamer na patuloy na nagpo-promote ng mga ganitong seminar. At siya nga pala, pakaabangan po ang forthcoming seminar sa October na gaganapin sa University of Eastern Visayas sa Katarman, Samar. Yung mid-October po yun. So, teacher, mga katropa, nagpapasalamat po si Teacher Jamer maging ang mga tagapagdalo dahil sa pag-promote natin sa kanilang seminar.
You're welcome. At congratulations din to sa nanalo, ha?
Opo, si Miss Malu Pelazar Alquiros. Siya nga pala, masayang-masaya siya sa pagdalo at saka marami nga pong na-post na pictures eh.
That's nice, that's nice.
Maraming salamat po.
Teacher Ron.
Christmas is in the air. Natutuwa lang ako because it's already the Christmas
Ay, oo nga,
countdown.
no? Ating-
So we have 106 days more to go.
Correct.
To be more specific
The
dito
Christmas
sa
tree,
DWDD, we are very, very specific even with the hour and minutes and even seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 106 days, 10 hours, 41 minutes, and
Before
40
Christmas?
seconds before Christmas. So Christmas na
Correct.
tayo.
Okay. Kasi mga katropa, you can tune in at DWWD Katropa Radio, 1134 kHz AM band, or better yet, watch us on Katropa DWWD's virtual TV on Facebook. Hanapin nyo lang po yung Katropa DWWD CRS Virtual TV at makikita nyo na kami ron. You may also join us in the discussion by posting your questions dito mismo sa, hindi lang questions, pati pagbati, tinatanggap
Yes.
naman namin, no? Dito sa Facebook Live ng Katropa DWWD. On behalf of the VOTT team, we would like to greet the following AFP personalities. Una-una si General Carlito Galvez, tama, no? Major General Bienvenido Datuin of the Commander Civil Relations Service, Colonel Noel De La Cruz of the Chief of Staff of CRS, Major Alwin Maneja, Group Commander of the Media Civil Relations Affairs Group, and Captain Aladin Almendras, Deputy Commander of the Media Civil Relations Affairs Group. Thank you very much for providing us with a platform where we can voice out the concerns of our fellow educators. Mga katropa, please continue supporting our troops.
And
Katropang ba?
I'm also very, very happy to see now we have listeners all the way from Canada. Si G. Gurney is listening to us right now. We would also like to thank Reggie Padayo for tuning in with us. Lee Minha. Si Vivian Vidalio de Souza is also greeting Doc Rizal. Doc Rizal.
Happy watching daw.
Happy watching daw. Si
Limin, ha? Hello daw, Limin, ha? Okay. Hi, Limin, ha?
Okay, so si Liz Valyada Balan is also listening to us right now, and also a good friend of Doc Rizal, si Matt Carpio. And he's also saying that birthday now ni Asher Kent,
Okay.
his eldest, if I'm not mistaken.
Happy
So,
birthday.
Asher Kent, happy birthday to you. So to all of our listeners, thank you very much for tuning in to DWWD Katropa Radio and watching us sa Voice of the Teachers.
Yeah.
We would also like to thank the Civil Relations Service for allowing us to have this platform. So yes, it's Civil Relations Service, not affairs.
Affairs, service. No,
It's service, not affairs.
CRS.
Okay, so we are now going to be we are now giving the microphone to our segment host this afternoon, si Doc Rizal Vidalio, who we are very, very happy have invited outstanding teachers, outstanding Filipinos. So,
Of
Doc
the
Rizal,
Metrobank
of the
Foundation.
Metrobank Foundation. So, Doc Rizal, I turn over the microphone to you.
Okay, thank you, Katropang Bob and Katropang Gerald. At sa ating mga tagapakinig, napakaswerte natin ngayong araw. Sabi ko nga, tayo ay sasamahan ng group of doctors of education. They are cum laudes and we are fortunate today kasi sila ay mga English and science teachers. At tulad ng ating naipangako ay sasamahan, ay ipapa-share nila sa ating mga kaguruan ang kanilang mga best practices. At una kong ipapakilala, ang alam ko nagpipiesta ngayon, ang buong Misamis Occidental. Wow. And she is the culture and environmental heroine, none other than Mary Jane S. Remo. Hello, Mary Jane. Pakibati mo ang iyong mga kababayan.
Pwede ko ba silang batiin in Bisaya?
Oh, mas maganda yan.
Maayong hapon sa taga Tudela, Misamis Occidental.
Hello po.
In Subanen, kasi yung Tonggo Elementary School is in IP Ed Implementing School.
Okay.
Gampia, Lalabong. Maayong hapon sa tanan.
Okay. Hello po sa ating mga mga Subanen.
Mga
Okay.
Subanan. And I know that that is another dialect in the Subanan language because there are different Subanans also. So I come from Zamboanga del Sur, Pagadian City, and I closely work with Gauden Sireg. I'm not sure if you know Gauden Sireg. Also si Filimon Blanco. They're also cultural workers in Mindanao. And I'm very, very familiar with the Subanans because yung IP nga ng Zamboanga del Sur are the Subanan people. They are the people of the river because Subanan. And
Suba
yes,
means river.
Suba is the river. And then it's a funny thing because yung sinasabi natin, we talk about language, di ba? Sa kanila din, they have certain terms na from one group, they have Subanan Central, Subanan dun sa isang valley. And then, sa isa sa kanila, for example, they would use isang word na would refer to egg, na sa isang grupo hilaw pa. Pero the same word in another dialect ng Subanan is already cooked. So yun yung nakakatawa sa kanila. So this is one of the things that I have learned sa language ng Subanan. Okay, so
thank you, Teacher Jane. And ngayon naman, katulad naman ng sinabi ko, mapala din tayo dahil kasama namin from Cagayan Valley Campus of the Philippine Science High School. At siya ang tinatawag nating the Nueva Vizcaya Science Educators Innovator, Dr. Amy Marie C. Gragasi.
Hello po, magandang hapon.
Okay, abatiin mo ang ating
Welcome
mga
to the show.
kaguruan sa Nueva Vizcayas.
Sana nakikinig sila. So magandang hapon sa inyo. Bukas, Monday na naman, pasukan.
Back to work
Back to
na.
the real
Back to
world.
work. Back to
Okay.
real world.
At ngayong hapon din ay kasama natin from Nueva Vizcayas to Misamis Occidental and then now from Iloilo City. And she is none other than Dr. Alma S. Hanagap.
Hello, maayong hapon sa mga taga Iloilo and to all the listeners. To my family there in Dorban Hotel right now.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Saka yung mga malalambing, yung mga taga Iloilo eh, di ba?
Tama.
Kahit galit na eh.
and I love the way they
Nagagalit
talk.
ako.
I love the way they talk. They speak the same language with the people in Bacolod, but they
Yeah.
say that in
Same
Bacolod,
language na pala.
it's Ilonggo. In Bacolod, it's plain, straight yung pagkasabi nila. Pero in Iloilo, they sing
Parang
it.
sing-song, ano?
They sing it. So merong ganun na rhythm.
Kahit galit na, ano pa rin,
Oo,
malumanay pa rin
amazing.
magsalita. Pag nasusunog-sunog.
Mapagmahal talaga sila. Okay.
Mga
And then
lalamig
ngayong
yun.
hapon sa Katropang Gerald, supposedly kasama din natin si Dr. Carla de Malanta. Pero I know she is watching right now. And thank you very much sa Metrobank Foundation for sharing our outstanding Filipinos today. And for your information, Dr. Carla de Malanta is the Philippine first female exploration geophysicist with a doctoral degree. Kaya hello, Dr. Carla. Okay. So simulan na natin ang
Yes.
talakayan. At alam kong kulang ang ating oras para i-share. So simulan natin kay Teacher Mary Kane. Teacher Mary Kane ay nakita namin sa iyong profile ang iyong malasakit sa iyong mga kababayan na nabanggit natin kanina, ang mga Subanon, ano itong Subanen, I'm stand corrected, yung 9 tabobong model. What is that and what is the impact of that to your community?
Yung Tonggo Elementary School kasi, that was my first assignment in 1994. Tagal na. Parang alam nyo na yung edad ko. So that,
Hindi naman halata.
first assignment ko yon. Then, after 2 years, I went to Central School. Just 2017, I was very thankful to our SDS then, Superintendent Jonathan de la Peña. He gave me an order for Tonggo as master teacher to and school in charge. Kasi wala po silang school head.
Okay.
Wala ring master teacher. So
you were the first?
yes po. Masayang-masaya ako dahil for me, that was the time to give back. So, 2015, nag-implement na sila ng IP education. Pero, nung dumating ako, gusto kong mas strengthen yon. So, I started with Ako Ag Subanen. That's a window to the Subanen culture. Together with the team, we are 12 in the school, 12 teachers. We coordinated with the barangay, the committee on education na konsihal, tapos yung PTA para mag-showcase ng kanilang tabubong. Tabubong is yung bahay ng Subanen na hindi na ginagamit ngayon. Yun bang mataas siya, tapos yung nasa gitna ang hagdan. Oo, ganyan. Tapos, we also asked the help of an elder, pero binigyan din namin siya ng honorarium to teach how to play tambobok. That's the Subanen instrument na gagamitin for ritual, tsaka sayaw, tsaka pag kumakanta sila, para maibalik yung pagmamahal sa kultura. That's patriotism.
I have one trivia since si Ma'am Mary Kay just mentioned about the architecture, yung bahay. This is one of the things that I just recently knew. If you go to Rizal Park in Dapitan, the locals would say that the people who helped Rizal create or put up his house were the Subanans. And then yung architecture, and that's the very reason why kung titingnan daw nila yung mga structures doon are very, very Subanan yung design, yung structure. So I just learned that from a friend of mine, si Gauden Sireg, and then he would really say na kung titingnan mo yung structure, totoo talaga, this was made by the Subanans. So that's one trivia which perhaps has not been written by the books. Because in Dapitan as well, there are Subanan communities. In Dapitan, in Oroquieta, and I don't know in Uzamis, meron din. Meron in Uzamis, and then of course Zamboanga del Sur, particularly sa 2nd and 3rd district, if I'm not mistaken. So these are the localities where the Sumanans live, and also of course in Misamis Occidental.
Kaya nga 9 groups sila. Territorial kasi yon. Oo, by territory, that's 9. Kaya 9 talagang ginawa namin. Pero mini tabubongs lang. Maliit siya. Kasi doon lang siya sa paligid ng school. Para maipakita na yun dapat natin balikan yon. And then I have seen that they are proud when they see that. And then, maraming pumupunta.
Naging tourist attraction.
Oo. Ay, andito lang pala. Bakit ba pumunta pa daw sila sa ibang munisipalidad? Oo.
Ma'am Mary Kay, question. What do you call that festival in which you have this communal dancing? Na they have, all of the males would be on top of a particular structure, and there is this, sabi nga nila, it's like romancing the earth kasi merong isang structure which is supposed to dig in the hole and dig in on the earth.
Okay.
And all of the men are on top of this structure, and then they're going to be jumping up and down. So parang gumaganon.
Romancing the earth
But
talaga.
it's actually a ritual sa mga Subanons. What do you call that? What do you call that festival?
Hindi ako sure dun sa yung festival. Yung kasing ginawa namin yung pag as ng para kang we have that term in Visayan, mananghid, pagpananghid sa
Mananghid is to ask permission.
ask permission kung pwede ba yung lugar na tamnan. May ganun din kami yung parang
So this is the harvest ritual. Yes.
may nilalagay, tapos parang may sign sila. Kailangan mo na you have to wait for the whole night para bukas malaman mo kung pwede bang tamnan yung lugar. May ganyan doon.
Okay, thank you, Teacher Mary Jane. And it's good that it's very evident the promotion of indigenous people, and we're advocating that. At mamaya babalikan pa rin natin ang ilan sa mga best practice niya. At ngayon, ang ating pong second guest naman ay ang pinagmamalaki ng Bayungbong, Nueva Vizcaya, and she is teaching physics and research. Napakahirap ng kanyang subject, pero napadali niya ito with the help of the so-called SIP or the Summer Internship Program. Can you share to us, to our audience, kung ano ba itong SIP or Summer Internship Program?
Okay, first is I'm from Philippine Science High School, Cagayan Valley Campus. Well, it's actually known as a school. It's known to be the school for the students who are gifted in science and math. So for us, teachers, and also, of course, the administrators, we see the importance of these students to be exposed to the real world, particularly the works of the scientists. So when I transferred from Philippine Science High School, Southern Mindanao campus, it's Davao City. So in 2003, I transferred to Cagayan Valley campus. The first observation I got was that there was no internship program yet, though some of the campuses have been implementing already. So in 2010, when I was that time the Curriculum and Instruction Services Division Chief, I proposed that to our campus director for us to have an internship program for our students. So after, of course, my main task was to organize a steering committee for the maiden implementation of the Science Internship Program or Summer Internship Program in Cagayan Valley Campus, patterned, of course, to other internship programs of other campuses. Though we have unique guidelines because in Nueva Vizcaya, there are few institutions or science institutions such that we have to go to NCR and coordinated with some DOST agencies. So from Nueva Vizcaya, that's an 8-hour drive to Manila or NCR. So there was a time that we have to go to Taguig, where the DOST agencies are located. So we coordinated. It's as if we really had also difficulty because most of the directors of these science institutes would not allow high school students to have internship. So we really have to defend.
Junior, right? No?
Yes. Junior, that's 15 years old to 16 years old. So they do have also their internship. Like for instance, there were UP students, other colleges and universities. But they could not fathom the idea of having high school students do the internship in their agencies. So it's as if really we had to haggle and really justify that our students are different high school students. So they're really intelligent, and aside from that, they're really gifted in science and math.
Mom, question. How have you adjusted to the change in the curriculum to the K to 12? How did your curriculum change as well?
Oh, actually, we also underwent a lot of changes. Like, for instance, in the course offering. So we only had physics for 3 years. Now we have that for 4 years because of the grades 11 and grade 12. The only difference is when they reach grade 11, they have to choose a specialization. So they can choose among bio, chem, or physics.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Gragasin, for that. At mamaya naman, si Dr. Gragasin is also a researcher, and babalikan din natin, meron din siyang special program for gender and development, right?
Yes,
Okay. And now, from Iloilo, let's go to Iloilo, the master teacher of Pavea National High School. And aside from being outstanding teachers in English, she is also a multi-awarded school paper advisor. Okay. And can you share to us the reading clinic program? What is that, ma'am?
Yes, sir. We all know that reading is very important in our life, especially in the life of the students, because reading is the foundation of all learning. Yeah, so I worked on this by innovating a remedial reading program. It is a program which caters to the needs of these students with reading problems. Through this, we give them rigid training. We give them enough time for the reading practice. And along with this, I innovated a reading clinic. This is a one-room haven where students with reading problems can feast on several storybooks that suit their reading levels. Because we know that one of the reasons why students have problems in reading is that there are usually no available materials that they could have. If they go to the regular library, they cannot find these storybooks that suit their low levels. Some of them have only kinder, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, or 4 levels while they are in high school. And so we have to start where they are. So if they enter with kinder level, so we start with ba baby bubo, with sounds really. So that's the problem in our school. Several students enter high school not mastering the desired reading levels. And this is shocking.
And that is grade 7, right? It's a grade 7.
Grade 7.
High
They
school.
enter grade 7 with kinder, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3 reading levels. Some of them cannot even recognize the letters and the sounds. That's true. There are so many of them in the public schools.
Sila ng grade 7.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And actually, this problem has been neglected. That is why, as a teacher for 29 years, I have seen that the number of non-readers and slow readers keeps on increasing every year. And these are the students who contribute to the dropout rate of the public schools. They are humiliated in classes, they are embarrassed by their classmates, and so they are not happy in school, and before June ends, they drop out of school.
I can commiserate with ma'am. Even though I taught in the private school, but it's really a reality. It is a reality that there are really some students who have been passed on from one grade level to another because teachers are either too lazy to really
That's right.
provide interventions. And there are instances when there are some teachers who are afraid that if they're going to be failing a student or a pupil, it's going to be reflecting on their performance. So ang nangyayari is that the problem is passed on from one level to another, the next grade. And then dumarating Gerald, I had some students who do not even know who Cinderella is.
Oh my gosh.
They do not know who Puss in Boots is. Puss in Boots is. So these are fairy tales, and there are some of them who really do not know, who do not know these characters, and some of them have difficulty reading. And I was teaching 3rd year and 4th year English.
English to, no? Pero
Yes.
in Tagalog, can they?
Hindi rin.
Hindi rin. So talagang reading in general,
Yes,
talagang hindi
oo.
sila marunong.
That's why we start in Filipino. I say, ba, plus, sa, ba, so. So, ano talaga, we start from mas madali kung inumpisahan mo sa Tagalog or sa dialect ang pagturo and later on English na.
And that's also the very reason why we now have the mother tongue program, in which we teach children with their native tongue when they enter grade 1 and even kindergarten, first 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, first 2 years, because they have realized, teachers have realized that it's easier if we teach them first using their mother tongue, and then after that one, that's when we shift now, we introduce English and so on. But of course, it depends upon the community, because there are instances in which some of the school's students are already far advanced and they already know English because of their exposure. So it depends, but in the provinces, this is what's done.
When you say mother tongue in Ilonggo or in Tagalog?
Mother tongue is...
Mother tongue. So, Ilonggo.
So
Ilonggo man.
Yes.
Ilonggo.
Mixed with the Tagalog because
mixed
they're
with
familiar
Tagalog.
with this.
So mother tongue is the native tongue, is the first language that is learned, or that is
Yes.
that the child knows.
Yes.
So when somebody asks you, what's your mother tongue? My mother tongue is Bisaya.
Oo.
Okay. So that's why we say English is a second or even third language.
That's right.
Okay.
Dr. Hanagap, the impact of that program, and as far as I know, 98% moved to senior high school, right? And
Yes.
it has been adopted in the entire region of Iloilo. Okay.
In the entire Iloilo province.
But how is it similar to the reading corner in the elementary? Is that the continuation or the reading clinic? How is that?
Actually, in the elementary grades, each classroom
It has a
is
reading
encouraged
corner,
to have
right?
a
Yeah.
reading corner. Yes, in my case, this is bigger because this is really one room place where we have surveys on the reading difficulties, then several reading books. So bigger and more books are found this is a bigger place and more books are found here.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Hanagap. And mamaya naman, babalikan natin, interesting din yung meron siyang tinatawag na MBS project, or the so-called the mind, the body, and the soul. So, balikan natin si Teacher Ramo. Teacher Ramo, ano naman itong yung mama ko, papa ko, teacher ko? Pwede mo bang i-share sa atin na, if I'm not mistaken, ang ating mga magulang ay meron silang parang partnership in order to educate our learners.
Tama lang.
Oo. Ganda no, na mama ko, papa ko, teacher ko. Parang si Dr. Jose Rizal, ang kanyang guro ay si Belchor Aquino. And how is it that?
Our province, Misamis Occidental, with DepEd. DepEd started that's in partnership with the local government, the provincial government, and then they started Mama Ko, Teacher Ko, and for the pilot schools only. So for Tudela in our district, pinili lang yung mga schools na may mga parents, yung mga nanay na kukunin for the district training. So 30 lang from Tongo. Marami po yung 247 learners. So 30, konti lang sila. So I started, developing a proposal na dadalhin ko siya sa Tongo para hindi na problema yung fare, yung gastos pa at papunta ng sentro. Kasi malayo, 18 kilometers from the highway. So I invited speakers kasi mula pa maternal care dapat mag-start yung 1,000 days yung pag-start. Tapos it's a seminar to capacitate the parents to help us. Kasi yung sabi ni Ma'am Alma na problema sa reading, problema din yun eh. Sa elementary, dapat sana nasa-solve na yun sa elementary para wala na silang problema. And so, one of my innovations din kasi is a reading center for a reading growth. Kasi doon, paano mo ba ma-develop yung love for reading? Wala naman po silang babasahin sa bahay. So, kasi gusto ko yung may mga Cinderella, yung mga fairy tales, ganyan, reading for fun.
Although it's preferred if we also promote our local stories.
Yes. Meron
our
din kami,
local
sir.
stories.
Meron din kami yung mga Subanen stories. Oo. Tapos, so,
Or minsan naman meron ngang available pero sabi mo nga walang capacity yung parents.
So kailangan mo rin i-coach, ituruan yung mga parents. Kasi paano sila makapagturo? Hindi rin sila makapagbasa. They cannot read. So ganun yon. Pero nung assembly, pag sabi ko sa kanila, the fathers also were interested. And so we personalized.
And what I also like is that they're gender sensitive. Kaya mama ko, papa ko, teacher ko, yun yung ginawa nila. So, hindi lang, it's parang kung sasabihin mo mama ko, teacher ko, parang
Mama lang.
Nawala naman yung tatay.
So, in Subanen, that's Gina o Gama o Maktatando o. Teacher Maktatando. So, ganyan. Hindi pa po namin natapos. Kasi may schedule kami to finish the sessions. Pero at least nakapag-start kami.
Yes. As they say, the journey to 1,000 miles starts with a step. And you have already started that one. So it's
Yes.
very, very good.
Thank you po.
May
Done that.
question lang from one of our viewers, si Miss Olivine Obidencio Ramos.
Okay, walang tanong niya.
Anyone of you can answer this?
Can answer, Ma'am Al.
Question lang po, kung kulang ang libro sa public, pwede po bang magkaroon ng website na andun yung mga pages, kahit for example, first quarter, first 20 pages lang, para kahit kulang ang libro, pwede pa rin pong makapagbasa. Madali lang kasi sa cellphone, is screen captured. Thanks po.
Actually, meron din yan, sir.
So meron?
Meron
Okay.
yan. Oo. Lahat ng mga materials, nandyan naman sa internet. Pero ang sa reading students kasi, ibang klaseng libro. Kasi yan, for regular students yan eh. Sa kanila, they need different books with lower level,
Yung reading comprehension lang mababa.
Opo.
That's good, but we have to be careful with copyright issues.
Yes.
Okay, so that's another thing that we have to be careful.
Okay, kasamang Gerald and Pop, alam niyo itong ating mga kasama, they are called millionaire. And what I'm telling you is that they were rewarded because of this program.
Yes.
And now they are called as outstanding Filipinos, right? Okay. But dito balikan natin si Dr. Gragasin. Pwede rin natin siyang maging guest pagbalik niya about yung Oh My God segment natin.
Yes.
Gender and development. Yes.
And how is that, ma'am? Yung ating gender and development, and you are patronizing that in a
Yes.
male-dominated profession.
Yes. That is one of my favorite advocacies and concerns. That is gender equality. Okay, for instance, in Pisay, a lot of people would say that engineering is a course for the boys only. And the girls would not do very well with that. Also, mathematics, right?
Yeah.
Karamihan ng mga tao nagsasabi, pang lalaki lang yan, hindi yan pang babae. Ang mga babae sa English, Filipino, pwede pa sa science. Even in physics, people will all say, mas magaling mga lalaki kasi nga may math. Okay? But we'd like to erase that from the minds of the people. So, in coordination with our guidance counselor, instead of having just a career guidance talk or career talk, the usual career talk is we invite people like for engineering or engineer, doctor. But then last year, 2 years ago, we started with a program, a different kind of program. We invited all female guests whose work are supposedly for men. So you have engineers, geologists, who are all female. And we let them talk to our students, both boys and girls. So the students would realize that a particular course is not only for a girl or for a boy. So an engineering is a neutral thing. So anyone can take engineering course.
That's actually one of the setbacks because of this stereotyping. Some
Yes.
people are not able to reach their fullest potentials.
Correct.
They are not able to do what they want to do because of stereotypes. Pareho na rin sa teaching profession, for example. Dati, palagi natin sinasabi na pambabaeng course lang yan. But if we go back to history, the first teachers were usually males.
Male, yes.
And then there was a point in time when dumami yung mga babae na teachers. And then it became that stereotype na pambabae lang yung pagtuturo. So, I think yung mindset din natin nag-iiba eh.
Nag-iiba
And
na
that's
rin.
really something that what we should do is to champion and to erase from the minds of people that it's not just because these courses are stereotypical of a particular sex na the others cannot anymore enter into that
Yes,
field.
yes.
By the way, I would just like to greet some of my friends. Si Sernan Villarreal, who's all the way from Dipolog, is watching us now. Si Ma'am Adelaida De Perio is also watching. Also, Teacher Angeline, all the way from Indonesia,
Yes.
is also
Hi, Teacher
listening to us.
Evangeline.
I also would like to thank a good friend of mine, si Camaron. This is Jean Magbo. He's watching us. And also a former co-worker, si Roel Balolong. He's watching also. Raquel De Guzman is watching. Si Teacher Fe is watching us right
Teacher
now.
Fe,
So
yes.
she's saying hello, hello to everyone.
Yeah, see, I'd like to greet
Herman, also
my
watching us.
Yes, my office mates, Melanie Mendoza, who's watching right now, and Miss Olivine Obidencio Ramos. Hi, girls.
Okay. So, happy birthday kay Macdo pala.
I'd like to connect. I'd like to start off with a question. Sa topic nyo kanina, yung about gender equality.
Yes.
When you say gender equality, does this include yung kasama dun sa members ng LGBT
Yes.
community?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Ah,
sir.
okay.
We actually allow that. It's for everybody.
Okay.
that's
Thank
good.
you, Doc. Okay.
Lalo na ngayon, ang dami na ngayon. LGBTQIPA.
Yes.
Kung ano-ano pa.
Tumarami. Okay. So, Dr. Alma, balik tayo dun sa kanina na tanong ko yung project na MVP or the Mind, the Body, and Soul. What is that? Can you share?
Yes, sir. I founded the project MBS. M stands for mind, B for body, and S for soul. This is a holistic outreach activity which involves my whole family. So in here, every Saturday or Sunday, we go to different barangays to teach reading, writing. Then after that, we give them feeding. It's my husband cooking the food,
Galing naman.
and then my children act as tutors to the students, along with our other English teachers who volunteer to help me in tutoring the kids. And then we also discuss disaster risk reduction management, personal hygiene. We teach these students in the barangays, and then values development. So since I have noticed, now, as I have said, that in high school, they go to our school not able to read very well. So I start in the elementary grade. So on Saturdays and Sundays, we call them, gather in the basketball courts, these elementary pupils, and there I start teaching this grade 1, grade 2, and grade 3 reading and writing and all this I have mentioned, so that I foresee that after years of doing this, I can see them improving in high school, and that really happened. So this time, the number of students who have problems in reading has lessened. Has lessened. Kasi ang mga bata sa elementary ay actually mas madali silang turuan ng reading. They are receptive. They are receptive.
Parang sponge pa yung utak ng mga yan.
Yes. At saka sir, kasi sa high school, ano sila, masyadong sensitive. When you teach them, they refuse, they are very conscious to be seen being taught, and then they sometimes would just leave, and they, I don't know, they are
Meron ng
teenagers.
resistance.
Yes, sir. They have resistance, and they pretend that they have no problems, and in fact, they have. So, nahihiya sila turuan.
Yung pride. I
Yeah,
think to a
that's right.
certain extent, when you grow up,
That's
when you grow older, you also develop a certain pride na ayaw mo makita yung
That's
mga
right.
weaknesses mo.
That's the best word.
So,
Tama, may pride sila, sir, na ayaw nilang turuan kahit na you don't judge them, pero may sila na, ma'am, they refuse to read and they refuse to follow what you want them to do to read. Yun, mahirap sila talaga turuan. So that's why sa elementary yon, no, kahit anong ipapagawa mo sa kanila, naku, they are very happy, they are receptive, and that's what we did.
we are really very lucky that we are able to invite them. These are the 2018 Metro Bank Foundation Outstanding Filipinos.
And they were awarded in a ceremony held on September 7, tama ba?
Just yesterday.
2018. Yesterday lang?
The other day.
The other day.
The other day,
At the Metro Bank Plaza Auditorium, Makati City. As one of the highlights of Metro Bank's 56th anniversary celebration, hindi lang pala teachers, 4 teachers, 3 soldiers, and 3 police officers were each conferred with a gold medallion, the Flame Trophy, and 1 million peso cash prize. Oh my gosh.
Sa millionaires na
Sabi
sila.
ko, millionaires na sila, no?
At kapatid na Gerald, meron din tayong nanalo sa ating mga kasundaluhan. Si Lieutenant Colonel Francis A. Signoron
Yun.
of Philippine Army. And then also Lieutenant Colonel Thomas Ryan S. Sigiin. Po nakasama.
Colonel.
Sigiin. Okay. So they also received 1 million pesos.
Correct.
But
Ganito kagaling yung mga nanalo. Guided by the team of Beyond Excellence, a Metro Bank Foundation Outstanding Filipino is recognized for rendering service above and beyond his or her call of duty. His or her accomplishments must have inspired and influenced their peers as well as the people in their respective communities. Their works must have transformed a community with a lasting positive impact on people and to the country. So hindi lang yung eskwelahan nila yung nag-benefit, no? The entire community.
Katropan Gerald, ngayon pa lang while listening to them, inspired tayo.
Correct.
How much more when they go to their fields, when they are at work in their schools, they must have been very, very inspiring people in their communities.
Another thing I noticed, parang nung napasok sila doon sa work nila, they're not satisfied or they did not settle for what is. Diba talagang
Beyond excellence talaga.
Yes, so nag-introduce sila ng mga
innovate.
bago na nasa tingin nila makakatulong.
And I'm also very, very sure the money that they receive, it's something that will help them, but that's not really the primary na goal nila. I'm quite sure, that will help, but the honor and the inspiration that they're able to show to their community, yun talaga yung parang we would say the focus.
Correct.
Salamat at nakulang ang oras natin.
Yes, wala na tayong
Salamat
oras.
kay Tito
Hopefully may invite.
Sopropenya,
Kasi
Irene
since
Labitan.
puro advocacy sila,
Yes.
maybe we can invite them again for
Yes, we
Teacher
will.
Fest
Kasi kulang
segment,
yung
diba?
oras natin and we would like to have to discuss more about back practices. But basically, this is to inspire all our Filipino teachers in the country. Happy World Teachers Day. We are celebrating right now.
Yes.
And from September 5 up to
October
October 5, nasa kabila ng ating pinagdadaanan, and yet we have outstanding Filipinos, outstanding teachers na katulad din nyo sila na nasa classroom, and yet andito sila. Last message siguro or wala na tayong time, ano?
Wala na tayong
time.
Ano,
Again,
ubusan
maraming
tayo.
salamat.
Overtime pala tayo. Okay lang, bumalik.
Definitely.
Salamat sinabi nyo yan, ha? And hello to Carla Di Malanta, Dr. Carla.
So in behalf of Dr. Ray Samson, this is your host, Bobby Anchet.
Trainer Gerald.
And Dr. Rizal M. Vidalio.
Of course, andito din si Teacher Jed.
And Teacher Jet.
And we are
The voice of the teachers.
Ito ang DWWD 1134 kHz. Balita, impormasyon at musika. AM at FM pinagsama. Ito ang Katropa Radio. Iba tayo.
Kayo ay nakatutok sa 1134 kHz. DWDD Katropa Radio. Iba tayo. Kami po ay kasapi ng KBP, kapisanan ng mga broadcaster ng Pilipinas.